The Junkers Ju-88 was Nazi Germany's most popular and one of the most effective bombers, a pillar of the Luftwaffe. Initially intended to be designed as a fast bomber, in fact the prototype in 1936 reached a speed of 517 km per hour, thanks to an aerodynamically efficient fuselage and low defensive armament to reduce its weight. After initial enthusiasm, the Luftwaffe ordered the Junkers to transform it into a dive bomber, given the success of the Stuka in this role. The wings were reinforced, dive brakes were added, and the fuselage was lengthened. However, the significantly higher overall weight posed structural integrity problems, which were solved by limiting the dive angle to 60 degrees. The Ju-88 was produced in several variants: medium bomber, reconnaissance, night fighter, and torpedo bomber, with performance between 460 and 620 miles per hour. The dive variant featured distinctive Beetle's eye glazing. The fighter-bomber variant was equipped with the same Jumo 211J engines, replacing the Beetle eye nose with a gently curved all-metal nose. From July 1942, the Ju-88 carried out defense missions to U-boats in the Bay of Biscay, against anti-submarine aircraft, and also served as an escort fighter for Focke-Wulf FW-200 bombers. In June 1944, at the Allied invasion of Normandy, it was used as air defense, suffering heavy losses. At the end of the war, some examples were used as flying bombs using the Mistral technique. The Bf-109 was paired with the unmanned Ju-88. Once it reached the target area, it would release it and return to base, leaving the Ju-88 to continue its flight to the land or sea target with an explosive load of 3,600 kg. The Ju-88P was a specialized ground attack variant, developed from 1942, was armed with thinking anti-tank guns, BK 3.7, proved useful against Russian tanks on the Eastern Front. It was also used in northern Norway and Italy. Early British night bombing of targets in Germany forced the Luftwaffe to establish night fighter units. Therefore they flew long-range night fighters over eastern England to disrupt RAF night bomber operations. The Ju-88 was guided by ground-based radar to detect enemy bombers and then chose its targets with the help of onboard radar. The Allies responded with their Havilland DH.98 Mosquito night fighters, equipped with the latest centimeter-wave radar systems. The Ju-88 suffered heavy losses and many of the crews specializing in night fighters were shot down. In 1943, Ju-88 night fighters were also used for daytime defense of the Reich in a desperate attempt to prevent the bombing of German cities. The Ju-88 had retractable undercarriage with single legs that folded over the fuselage during flight, providing greater aerodynamic efficiency. It was equipped with special circular radiators mounted in front of each engine and behind each propeller. This configuration ensured efficient engine cooling. Crucial aircraft, in World War II, it was employed in various operational theaters: in the Oriental, against the Soviet Union; in the Mediterranean theater, in North Africa, against the United Kingdom, conducting raids on British cities, and in the defense of German airspace. The crew consisted of 4 members: pilot, observer, radio operator, and gunner. Theoretically, the pilot could operate the plane alone because of controls designed to be intuitive. For example, the levers had handles of different shapes to enable the pilot to distinguish them without looking, allowing him, if necessary, to perform other functions, such as bomb aiming, at the same time. The Ju-88 was the most versatile aircraft of the German Air Force and, according to some, of all the air forces involved in World War II. The production lines remained in continuous operation from 1936 to 1945, and more than 16,000 aircraft were built in dozens of versions. Throughout this period, the basic structure of the aircraft remained virtually identical, proving the exceptional validity of the original design.